When you think of unstoppable heroes, roundhouse kicks, and pure 80s action power, one name comes to mind: Chuck Norris. From gritty war zones to explosive city streets, he's taken down armies, battled ninjas, and stared death in the face, without blinking. But which of his legendary films stand above the rest? In today's countdown, we're diving into the top 10 best Chuck Norris movies of all time. A list packed with adrenaline, unforgettable showdowns, and one surprise appearance that fans will never forget. Whether you're a longtime fan or just discovering the legend, this is the ultimate list you won't want to miss. So grab your popcorn, get ready for some high-octane nostalgia, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our next action-packed countdown. Let's begin. 10th place, An Eye for an Eye, 1981. In An Eye for an Eye, Chuck Norris plays Sean Kane, a tough San Francisco narcotics detective whose world is turned upside down after a devastating personal loss. Disillusioned with a justice system that ties his hands, Kane walks away from the badge and takes matters into his own hands. What follows is a relentless, action-packed pursuit through a shadowy underworld of corruption and violence. This film, directed by Steve Carver, stands out for its gritty urban atmosphere and intense fight choreography. One of the most memorable elements is the showdown between Norris and real-life pro wrestler Professor Toru Tanaka, an explosive clash of raw power and technique. Christopher Lee also appears as a cold, calculating antagonist, bringing a layer of menace to the story. An Eye for an Eye may not be as widely known as some of Norris's other films, but it's a tightly paced, satisfying action thriller that shows Chuck at his driven, no-nonsense best. 9th place, Good Guys Wear Black, 1978. In Good Guys Wear Black, Chuck Norris stars as John T. Booker, a former leader of an elite covert unit known as the Black Tigers. Years after a botched mission during the Vietnam War, Booker, now a political science professor, finds himself targeted as his former comrades are systematically eliminated. As he delves deeper, Booker uncovers a web of political intrigue and betrayal that forces him back into action. This film marked a significant turning point in Norris's career, showcasing his martial arts prowess and establishing him as a leading action star. The blend of espionage, political drama, and high-octane action sequences keeps viewers engaged, while the underlying themes of loyalty and justice add depth to the narrative. Good Guys Wear Black not only solidified Norris's status in Hollywood, but also set the stage for his future roles as the quintessential action hero. 8th place, Silent Rage, 1982. Silent Rage is one of the most unique entries in Chuck Norris's filmography, blending intense martial arts action with eerie horror and science fiction elements. Norris stars as Sheriff Dan Stevens, a quiet but capable lawman in a small Texas town who suddenly finds himself facing a terrifying threat. A man brought back to life through secret medical experiments who becomes nearly impossible to kill. As the resurrected killer stalks the town with unstoppable force, Stevens is pushed to his limits, not only physically, but mentally and morally. The film's unsettling atmosphere and slow-building tension create a sense of dread that sets it apart from typical action flicks. Norris's calm, commanding presence contrasts perfectly with the near-supernatural villain he must confront. Directed by Michael Miller, Silent Rage isn't just about punches and kicks. It's about fear, control, and survival. It's a bold genre mashup that proves Chuck Norris can deliver more than just brute force. He can carry suspense, too. 7th place, A Force of One, 1979. In A Force of One, Chuck Norris plays Matt Logan, a world champion karate fighter who's pulled into a dangerous investigation when police officers start turning up dead, victims of an unseen killer who knows how to fight. The authorities ask Logan to train their undercover team in self-defense, but he soon realizes the case hits closer to home than he expected. This film combines crime drama with martial arts in a way that feels fresh and grounded. Norris brings a quiet intensity to the role of Logan, portraying a man of discipline and principle suddenly thrust into a world of chaos and corruption. The action is sharp and realistic, and the story moves at a brisk pace, building toward a suspenseful confrontation. Directed by Paul Aaron, A Force of One helped solidify Chuck Norris's screen persona as a stoic but deadly fighter. It's a gritty, satisfying blend of detective work and hand-to-hand combat. 6th place, The Octagon, 1980. In The Octagon, Chuck Norris takes on one of his most psychologically complex roles as Scott James, a martial arts master drawn into a deadly web of intrigue involving a secret network of ninja assassins. When violence erupts close to home, James is forced to confront not only these hidden enemies, but also painful memories of his own past, especially his estranged half-brother, who may be leading the enemy ranks. This film stands out for introducing American audiences to the mysterious world of ninjas long before it became a genre staple. With its moody atmosphere, shadowy visuals, and inner monologue voiceovers that give us a window into James's inner struggle, The Octagon adds unexpected depth to its action-packed plot. Directed by Eric Carson, the film blends philosophical undertones with intense fight scenes, creating a gripping journey that challenges both the body and the mind. It's a cult classic that helped define martial arts cinema in the 1980s. 5th place, Invasion USA, 1985. Invasion USA is Chuck Norris at his most explosive, portraying former CIA agent Matt Hunter, who is thrust back into action when a ruthless enemy threatens the very fabric of America. A coalition of Soviet and Cuban guerrillas, led by the cold-blooded Mikhail Rostov, played by Richard Lynch, launches a surprise attack on U.S. soil, aiming to incite chaos and dismantle the nation from within. As cities fall into turmoil and the government scrambles to respond, Hunter becomes the last line of defense, taking on the invaders with unyielding determination. Directed by Joseph Zito, this film is a masterclass in 1980s action cinema, featuring high-octane sequences, massive explosions, and a relentless pace that keeps viewers on the edge of their seats. Norris delivers a performance that combines stoic intensity with formidable combat skills, embodying the archetype of the lone hero standing against overwhelming odds. The film's portrayal of guerrilla warfare on American streets was both thrilling and provocative, tapping into Cold War-era anxieties. Invasion USA not only solidified Chuck Norris's status as an action icon, but also left an indelible mark on the genre, offering a cinematic experience that's as intense as it is unforgettable. 4th place, Missing in Action, 1984. Missing in Action catapulted Chuck Norris into the pantheon of 80s action legends, introducing audiences to Colonel James Braddock, a battle-hardened Vietnam War veteran who embarks on a perilous mission to uncover the truth about American POWs still held captive in Southeast Asia. Haunted by his own past as a former prisoner of war, Braddock defies bureaucratic inertia and political denial, taking justice into his own hands. With the help of his old comrade, Jack "Tuck" Tucker, he ventures deep into hostile territory, confronting formidable adversaries and navigating treacherous landscapes to rescue his fellow soldiers. Directed by Joseph Zito and produced by Cannon Films, Missing in Action blends explosive action sequences with a narrative steeped in themes of loyalty, redemption, and the enduring scars of war. Norris delivers a stoic yet compelling performance, embodying the resilience and determination of a soldier unwilling to leave anyone behind. The film's gritty portrayal of guerrilla warfare and its unflinching look at the aftermath of conflict resonated with audiences, leading to its commercial success and spawning 2 sequels. While some critics drew parallels to the Rambo franchise, Missing in Action carved its own niche, offering a raw and unfiltered perspective on the complexities of war and the indomitable spirit of those who fight it. Third place, The Delta Force, 1986. The Delta Force is a high-octane action thriller that showcases Chuck Norris at his best, portraying Major Scott McCoy, a seasoned operative of an elite U.S. military unit. When a commercial airliner is hijacked by terrorists, McCoy and his team are called into action to execute a daring rescue mission. The film draws inspiration from real-life events, notably the 1985 TWA Flight 847 hijacking, grounding its intense narrative in reality. Directed by Menahem Golan, the movie features a stellar cast including Lee Marvin in his final film role as Colonel Nick Alexander, Robert Forster as the menacing terrorist leader Abdul Rifi, and Martin Balsam as Ben Kaplan. The film is renowned for its gripping action sequences, including high-speed motorcycle chases, explosive shootouts, and strategic military operations. Alan Silvestri's dynamic musical score amplifies the tension and excitement throughout the film. The Delta Force not only solidified Chuck Norris's status as an action icon, but also spawned 2 sequels, further cementing its place in action cinema history. Its blend of real-world events with cinematic flair makes it a standout entry in Norris's filmography. Second place, Code of Silence, 1985. Code of Silence is widely regarded as Chuck Norris's finest film, showcasing his most nuanced performance as Sergeant Eddie Cusack, a principled Chicago cop navigating a treacherous landscape of gang warfare and police corruption. When a sting operation goes awry, Cusack finds himself isolated, battling both a violent drug cartel and the insidious Code of Silence within his own department. Directed by Andrew Davis, who later helmed The Fugitive, the film elevates the action genre with its gritty realism and moral complexity. Norris delivers a restrained yet compelling portrayal, earning praise from critics like Roger Ebert, who noted the film's genuine human interest and stylish urban action. The movie's tension is amplified by its authentic Chicago setting, featuring iconic landmarks and a palpable sense of place. Code of Silence not only solidified Norris's status as an action star, but also demonstrated his ability to carry a film with depth and gravitas, making it a standout entry in his filmography. And now, a special mention. The Way of the Dragon, 1972. Before we unveil the top spot, let's spotlight a legendary moment in martial arts cinema: Chuck Norris's unforgettable role in The Way of the Dragon. Though not the lead, Norris's portrayal of Colt, an American martial artist, culminates in a climactic showdown against Bruce Lee's character, Tang Lung, set in the historic Roman Colosseum. This intense duel is celebrated as one of the most iconic fight scenes ever filmed, showcasing the raw power and technique of both fighters. Directed by Bruce Lee himself, this 1972 classic not only marked Norris's significant entry into film, but also solidified his status as a formidable on-screen presence. The film's blend of action, humor, and cultural exchange offers a unique cinematic experience, making it a must-watch for fans of the genre. While Norris's role is brief, its impact resonates, highlighting the synergy between 2 martial arts legends. And in first place is Lone Wolf McQuade, 1983. At the pinnacle of Chuck Norris's filmography stands Lone Wolf McQuade, a film that masterfully blends Western grit with explosive martial arts action. In this 1983 classic, Norris portrays J.J. McUade, a rugged Texas Ranger known for his unorthodox methods and preference for solitude. When a dangerous arms dealer threatens national security, McUade is compelled to confront the criminal underworld, leading to a high-stakes battle that tests his limits. Directed by Steve Carver, the film features a compelling performance by David Carradine as the formidable antagonist, Raleigh Wilkes. The chemistry between Norris and Carradine culminates in a climactic showdown that remains one of the most memorable in action cinema. Supporting roles by Barbara Carrera, Leon Isaac Kennedy, and Robert Beltran add depth to the narrative, while the film's dynamic score and cinematography enhance its intense atmosphere. Lone Wolf McQuade not only solidified Chuck Norris's status as an action icon, but also served as a precursor to his later work in Walker, Texas Ranger. Its enduring appeal lies in its perfect fusion of character-driven storytelling and high-octane action sequences, making it a must-watch for fans of the genre. And there you have it, the top 10 best Chuck Norris movies of all time. From silent warriors to explosive lone wolves, Chuck's legacy as an action icon is absolutely undeniable. Did your favorite movie make the list? Or did we miss one you think deserves a spot? Let us know in the comments below. We read everyone, and we'd love to hear what you think. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future countdowns. Thanks for watching, and remember, when Chuck Norris watches a top 10 list, it becomes a top 1. See you in the next video.